G'day everyone and welcome back to NS2HD. In this video I'm going to have a look at an as yet unreleased unit that you can find in the Natural Selection 2 Beta and Alpha. Unknown Worlds has a habit of including unreleased units in the Alpha and the Beta and not announcing that they're in there. And they'll usually just include the bare bones of the unit, or maybe just a couple of animations and a few textures, maybe the bare model. They'll never include the whole thing, and it's pretty much a bit of a tease. I'm not sure why they do it. I think it's just to give people like me an Easter egg to hunt for. And an example of a unit that does this is the Onos. If you're on the alien team and you've got cheats enabled, you can type Onos in the console and you'll become an Onos. You can't see the Onos, it's invisible, the model isn't there, the animations aren't there, none of that's in there, but you can still move around as if you were one. You'll be up high off the ground and all that. So that's an example of an Easter egg that is hidden in the Alpha and Beta. And another one that's been in there for a while that I haven't examined is this object here. I'm just going to use the console to give it to me, and there it is. It is the MASC. Now, the MASC is the Mobile Assault Siege Cannon, and it's roughly analogous to the original Siege Cannon from Natural Selection 1. Except this time, I don't believe it can shoot through walls. Don't hold me to that, I'm not sure. And this time, it's obviously mobile. Now, for those that haven't played Natural Selection 1, the Siege Cannon was designed to break deadlocks where aliens had fortified themselves. So the commander would place siege cannons near, say, a hive and use the sonic weapon in the siege cannon to shoot through walls and destroy the hive. Well, in Natural Selection 2 now you have this really cool little mobile tank called the Mobile Assault Siege Cannon, MASC, and that's the equivalent. That's what Marines will now use to break alien fortifications. And it's controlled by the commander, and in future will be built from a building called, I'm not sure if I can show it to you, I'll have a look. Yes, I can. It'll be built by the robotics facility. So you can see I've selected a Mac, and down here next to observatory is robotics factory. It's a bit of a StarCraft slip, requiring tier 2 command facility. And once built, the commander will be able to control the MASC and move it around. So this MASC I'm moving by selecting it and then right-clicking it. Right-clicking where I want it to move to. At this stage, because it is not officially included, it is buggy as hell. Its animations exist and are perfectly smooth but are not coded in yet, so they sort of just glitch in and out when you tell it to do something. It's kind of like a joke. We're teasing you. We've put the MASC in, but we're not going to show you it in all its glory. It'll also not drive down ramps and up ramps sometimes. I don't think it'll go up these stairs yet. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. It's sort of driven into the stairs and gotten stuck. Yeah, it's stuck. Alright, can't use that MASC anymore. But you get the idea. It will be mobile and commanders will be able to move it around. I don't think I can kill it either. And move it out with a team of Marines, and I'm sure you can imagine that's going to be very exciting, that Marines are going to be able to escort this little tank through the map to find the threat they need to destroy. And in this case, the threat is this giant alien fortification I've set up down here. There's 2 Krags, a whip, and 2 Hydras, which are shooting me when I get too close. And obviously this fortification is not something that you'd want to go up against as a bunch of Marines. It's pretty strong. The Krags will heal and Umbra. The whip will cane anyone that gets too close, and the Hydras will shoot from range. At the moment in the beta you can counter these kinds of fortifications with the grenade launcher, but eventually the grenade launcher will be patched and that won't be possible. So Marine teams are going to need to use something else to crack it, and I'm going to use the MASC to do so. Now, to do that, I'm going to give myself a new MASC down here because that one's stuck. And hopefully that's not too close to the Hydras. No, they can't shoot it. Ooh, maybe they can. Nope, they can't. Alright, because it isn't fully coded into the game yet, they can't actually see the MASC, which is cool because it gives me the opportunity to show you what it does. Now, if you log into your command station after giving yourself a MASC and move to that MASC, not only can you move the MASC around, but to fire, you must deploy it. Now, this is where the animations will get a little bit buggy, because I'm not sure if you can see, but there is a giant gun hidden inside the armor plating. And if you follow the link at the bottom of this screen to one of my earlier videos, I can show you the MASC deploying and its weapon out and its firing animations and everything, but when I show you it actually firing right now, it won't do the animations because it's not coded in, it hasn't been included officially in the game, and this is just an Easter egg. Now, when I had vision of this area, the enemy alien structures were located here, and now I'm going to shoot them with the MASC. Now, once the MASC is in the position that you want, you go to the lower right hand corner of your screen and click on this button here, which will eventually be called something like deploy or fire or something, probably deploy, and you press that and the MASC will begin to deploy. And the reason I'm jumping out of the command station and getting stuck really quickly is because I want to run to it before it actually does so. Now you can see the animation's completely buggered. Oh, it's facing the wrong direction. Okay, what I intended for it to do, no, it is firing. If you can hear that noise, it's like a crazy bass techno concert just happened inside NS2. This thing is just insane. Now, the weapon, you can see, is here. It's sort of folded on its side. I think this is a death animation sort of glitching with the deploy animation, but when actually deployed, this whole thing, the whole contraption sits upright and the gun sits on top. Have a look at the earlier video, the link is in the bottom of this video, to see it actually properly in action. But the point is, I just wanted to show you that insane explosion of marine stuff. Now, the actual animation for the impact is not in yet, but if you go to the other link I'm putting at the bottom of the video now, it's a link to Sergeant Barlow's channel where he's actually put the MASC animation, or a very early prototype of the MASC animation, up on YouTube for you to have a look at. And you can see it's a sort of sonic blue electrical explosion which occurs at the base of the alien structures before they explode in a giant load of goo, as you just saw then. Now, the MASC does not attack. The MASC does not attack players. So, as a skulk, I can run around here. But if I cheat build, say, another Crag here, give Crag, you'll hear it. Now, at this stage, it almost sounds like the MASC is firing a tracer round of some sort into the alien structure, and then fires the explosive weapon, or perhaps it fires a projectile that's like a tag and then fires the explosive charge behind it. I think the more likely explanation is the sound is not implemented as well, and what you're hearing is the initial firing of the weapon, and then the explosion sound is the sound it makes on contact. And because it's making more than one contact, and because its damage values aren't set yet, you're hearing a succession of explosions. Personally, I think what you just heard is really cool. It's like alien death techno as the MASC pounds away on the alien structure, but that's not likely to be what we actually find in the game. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Now do note that I've shown you something that I probably shouldn't have put all over YouTube because it isn't really fully implemented yet. In fact, it's barely implemented at all, but I'm just so excited to be showing you all these new features that I thought it'd be a great idea to show you what the MASC looks like and what the basic idea is behind its gameplay. Because personally, I cannot wait to have one of these bad boys next to me as I run down a corridor hunting aliens, trying to protect it, because it'll probably be very expensive, trying to protect it as it trundles along, and then eventually deploying it and destroying alien structures with it. So be kind to it. Keep in mind that all the animations are there, the sounds are done, it's just that Unknown Worlds hasn't included them yet. Anyway guys, that's it for now. Subscribe if you're liking the channel, please do. Thanks a lot for watching everyone. See you all later.